Good, happy Tuesday morning, everyone. I'm Riley King, broadcasting live here along the parade route in Boston for the Patriots parade, and that will begin around 11 a.m. We are hearing that the Patriots are making their way to the duck boats right now, and we have team coverage of this big parade. Let's go right now to WMUR Jamie Stayston and listen to what he has to say.
And now it seems like they're all here today. A lot of kids, as I said, missing school. I wanted to share a photo with you. I think this really hits home. It hit home for me on Sunday just how important the Patriots are to some New England football fans. So these are the newlyweds here from Gorham, New Hampshire. It's Linda and Nick Erickson, and they live in Tennessee now because Nick's in the Army, and they just moved down there. Just got married, and Linda and Nick decided to make a choice. Do we want to go on a honeymoon, or do we want to spend that money and go to the Super Bowl? And they went to the Super Bowl instead of going on a honeymoon, and they had the best time. Was texting with them throughout the day on Sunday. They really enjoyed the game, and I think that kind of sets the stage or lets you know just how important Patriots and New England sports teams are to the fans here. And so hopefully Linda and Nick had a great time. I know they did, and we wished best wishes to the bride and to the Patriots fans. This is your day for sure.
Okay, Jamie, thanks very much. And of course...
Okay, and there you go on Jamie talking a little bit about that and things. Again, we are live here in Boston, as you can see the crowd behind me, getting ready for the big Patriots Day parade, where the Patriots will be having their duck boat parade in duck boats. So it's gonna be a big, fun, exciting time with the parade. And we will let you know, the duck boats will depart from their first location at 11 a.m. and the full route. Let's talk about that full route for all of you. And give us a minute. Okay, here we go. So let's talk about the route and things. So the duck boats will depart at 11 a.m. from Heinz Center, and due to the warm weather we're experiencing, a lot of people at the parade. If you plan to go, consider using public transportation, and please celebrate responsibly, everyone. The parade route is Boylston Street at Hereford Street, left onto Tremont Street to Cambridge Street, ending on Cambridge Street. There are parking restrictions. What time will place streets be back open? It will depend on the size of the crowd. We'll open each street after people leave and we get a chance to clean up. We expect to open Boylston Street first, followed by Tremont Street, then Cambridge Street. Let's listen to about Julian Edelman being MVP of the year. Listen to that video.
But honestly, I'm just so proud of the group of guys that we had this year with the ups and downs that we all had with, just the ebbs and flows of a season. And when you play a whole year, you see how the team shapes up and see how this team grinded and worked each week. When things weren't at its best, to constantly try to go out and improve just shows what kind of group of guys it was this year, the 2018 Patriots. Resilient group, and one you're never going to forget. So, it was unbelievable.
Real tribute to the MAC, the Mid-America Conference. Came right out of Kent State University. His dad apparently worked with him throughout his youth football career. Everybody indicating that he was just too small and too slow.
Yeah, but he's worked so hard, and one of the best things, he just runs great routes. He's so hard to cover. It took the Rams just too long to figure out. I mean, they should have been double teaming him from the beginning.
Okay, and there you go on about Julian Edelman becoming MVP Player of the Year. So that is good news there. We are very happy for him. MBTA expect record ridership as 1 million fans flock to the Patriots parade. So that is awesome news there. A lot of people are here behind us, and it's very noisy behind us as well. Let's take a live look outside right now of Boston.
About 20 minutes or so, it begins right at 11 o'clock out of the Heinz Convention Center. It will then roll down Boylston Street and onto Tremont before ending at City Hall.
And, of course, one of the big stories, Kevin Skarupi here. He called it right conditions.
And now let's listen to Kevin Scrippa with the weather and see what we should expect at 11 for that parade.
There in Boston, as they are looking at ideal conditions for the parade out there today.
Some people guessing we might be well over 1 million, perhaps approaching 2 million fans in Boston today.
Gosh,
Wouldn't that be
imagine
something?
that.
All right.
And our live coverage of the Parade of Champions continues straight ahead.
Okay, and there you go. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, and welcome back to our special coverage of the Patriots parade here in Boston. Duck boats should be departing around 11 a.m. Let's go out to WMUR Mike Cronin and listen to him. He's live in Boston along the parade route. Let's listen live to him and see what he has to tell us.
Oh, it's been building for quite some time, Tom. And yeah, this is a old hat for a lot of you folks here in New England. But for me, it's my very first championship parade, and to be in the middle of everything, this is something awesome. I mean, again, if you've seen this 100 times, it never gets old. That's kind of been the chant down here for folks right outside of Center Plaza. They have been here for hours. Die-hard Patriot fans. They've been lining up the blocks, and minute by minute, the crowd of red and white and blue, it just continues to get thicker as the minutes go by. You can't see, but just on the other side of Center Plaza, this crowd easily, about 100 people thick, going all the way back, thousands lining the streets. I can't believe it. You can hear the energy behind me. These folks have been cheering for hours so far. And I bet you when the New England Patriot players come through here, it's going to get riled up even another dial, just a little bit higher. This place, just amazing. The energy outside of Boston. Folks already chanting for number 7. They haven't even seen their 6th Lombardi trophy come down this avenue just yet, but they're already looking at number 7. Some of the best parts about being out here, just reading the signs. Folks from no matter where they are across New England, they're coming out here. They're showing their love and their affinity for the New England Patriots. One of the signs right out here is Aaron Donald, a big-time player for the Rams. They say Aaron Donald shaves his legs. They're saying some other things that we can't even get into. great characters down here, Tom and Jen. I wish you guys could all be down here enjoying this with me, but again, this is just an amazing experience. Fans ready and geared up to welcome in their Super Bowl champions.
All right, Mike Cherry, thanks so very much from Sydney.
Okay, and that is Mike Cherry reporting in Boston for WMUR News 9. And here's a live look at the duck boats. They're boarding the duck boats right now. Let's take a... Oh, sorry about that one. We lost that live look. Sorry about that. In Boston, 10 a.m. breaks and sprinkles, 52 degrees. At 12 p.m. this afternoon, it will be clouds and sun, 56 degrees in Boston. Very cool indeed. Very warm out here. Spring. Feels like spring. The crowd here is very packed, jam-packed here in Boston. Lots of fans, as you can see behind me. And it's a fun time here. Some other things to talk about. What to expect when the parade starts. So it will kick off at 11 a.m. sharp. The traditional celebration parade will begin on Boylston at Hereford Street. From there, it will turn left on Tremont Street and follow that to Cambridge Street. Clouds will give way to sun and temps will reach 60. Wow. Riding the T. Officials encourage parade goers to use public transportation to reach the parade route, but they are expecting record ridership and parking lots are filling up quickly. Several parking lots were more than half full before 7:30 a.m. this morning. And there is no rally this year. In past years, the Patriots have ended the parade with a rally and speeches at Boston City Hall. This year, we're told there will not be a rally. And Governor Lynch declared this week in New Hampshire Patriots Week. Patriots Appreciation Week. And here's a look at the parking restrictions. As you can see. Ready to roll. They'll be getting ready to roll very soon. It is 10:50 right now. Take a look at this. Sorry about that one. I wanted to show you a photo. Let me show you some photos real quick. As you can see, here's some photos from the scene. It is jam-packed in Boston. Look at that crowd of people. And we're going to take another commercial break, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, and welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Patriots Parade coverage. Reporting live here in Boston for the Riley King Network. I'm Riley King. We have coverage from Channel 9 to all different stations here in Boston today. Let's listen to Erin and Sean.
They've gotten their spot, and they're right over there. Jen and Chris, Tracy, they've been here since 3:30 in the morning. We should also mention who else is here. Tons and tons of police officers. They're on bikes, they're on motorcycles. They're going to be walking on foot today with this parade to make sure that everything goes along as planned.
Yeah, what you're looking at here is Boylston and Dalton Street. This is the staging area for the start of the parade. In fact, the players are probably just over the crest of that hill right there, getting loaded onto the duck boats as we speak. What we just saw go by here moments ago were the pickup buses. They have to bring all the buses down past Government Center. Of course, that'll pick up the team when they're done with the parade in a couple hours from now.
Right, of course, we are in a prime spot. We want to talk to some fans. Let's talk to some fans that are out here. We have a whole group of boys that skipped school today to cheer on their team. What do you think about this team this year?
It's great, but just like winning the Super Bowl is amazing. How we didn't really think we would win.
And you're here with a Tom Brady jersey on. What do you think about the GOAT?
Oh, he's the greatest of all time, no doubt about it. I mean, how many players can lead their team to 6 championships? It's gonna be 7, but it's unbelievable.
And can you guys believe it? I'm sure you've talked to your parents, and they say, hey, listen, you guys are lucky. You have been able to see 6 championships come to Boston. Do you hear from your parents saying, it wasn't always that way?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. They say, like, every time they win something, even the Celtics, like, any sports team, that's in New England.
Do you think your teachers are going to be okay that you're here?
No. Probably not. No. My teachers won't care.
We'll have to get you a note.
Yeah.
Erin is our photographer. Erin, I want you to show the people, if you can, up here. We are right by the firehouse, and we have tons of people up in the firehouse. Hi, guys! They have a prime view of this Patriots parade right here, and I hope they have their sunglasses because they're going to need them today.
Yeah, it's amazing. It was so dark here before, and now the sun is out. In fact, the buses have just arrived. We've seen some of the players getting off the buses. They are heading toward the duck boats. I think it's sort of the families heading back that way. You can see a lot of folks loading up, so they are just about ready to go here at the beginning of the parade. We'll send it back to you guys.
Okay,
Okay, and there you go. That was Erin and Sean reporting along the parade route. And we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take another commercial break. Okay, welcome back to our coverage of the Patriots parade right here on the Riley King Network. It is 10:58 right now. Hopefully the parade will be getting started soon, but let's look at some past years of the Patriots winning Super Bowl right now.
An amazing catch. 14-3 at halftime. 17-10 New England. Under 2 minutes to play. Final chance for the Rams, and Warner delivers the game-tying touchdown to Ricky Prohl. No timeouts. Minute 21 to go. Enter Baby Goat. The legend of Tom Brady begins from his own 17-yard line, drives the Pats into field goal range. Adam Vinatieri, the 48-yarder for the win. And the Pats shock the world. 20-17 the final.
I love every one of these guys. They just stepped up, balled all game long, shocked the world, but we didn't shock ourselves because we're champions. Woo!
Absolutely incredible. I mean, so it's an example of what happens when guys believe in each other.
The fans of New England have been waiting 42 years for this day.
A lot of fun.
Remember that?
I remember that.
I'm looking at Adam Vinatieri's beard. That's what I'll remember from that story most of all. Right?
I had dark hair then. It's quite...
Okay, and there you go. Wow. Past years of the Super Bowl. We're moments away from the parade beginning. Very moments away from this parade beginning. Just moments away. We'll be right back. We're going to take another commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Okay, and welcome back, everyone, to this Patriots Parade coverage right here on the Riley King Network. I'm Riley King, and kickoff is about to begin. We have team coverage with the help from WMUR News 9 with Aaron Falo and John, Mike Cherry, and Jamie Stayston live along the parade route. And I'm also live along the parade route. As you can see, our people behind us. As you can see, lots of people are here. And a lot of fans are here for this parade. It's going to be a good celebration. Let's go to Jamie Stayston right now and listen live to him.
World Championship Parade in Boston. How about that? The 12th in this millennium alone. It is something special. I'll tell you. You mentioned the Red Sox. Remember the two main storylines to come out of the Red Sox parade? One was the trophy getting hit with a beer can, and the other was Alex Cora, the manager, getting hit with a beer can. It'll be interesting to see just about 100 days later if the city of Boston has been able to do anything about the beer can throwing at these parades. I guess we're about to find out right now. Wanted to go over some of the great numbers that the Patriots have achieved. There's just so many records. They own just about everything now. But Bill Belichick now becomes the third coach to win 6 NFL titles. The other were George Halas and Curly Lambeau. I think Tom could give us some perspective on Halas and Lambeau at some point. They have now 37 playoff wins as a franchise, the Patriots. That moves them past the Steelers for number 1 all time. They almost tied a great record. You know, in 2003, the Patriots did not allow Tom Brady to be sacked even one time. He hadn't been sacked until the second half of the Super Bowl against the Rams. They did get 1 sack, so they just missed tying that record. Did you know Bill Belichick has coached now in 23% of all the Super Bowls? That is mind-boggling. Tom Brady now the all-time winningest NFL player with 237 career wins. He moved 1 past Adam Vinatieri. And as we've already said, Tom Brady with his 6 Super Bowl titles, number 1 all time. Just wanted to say, really proud of this playoff coverage team that we have. We have Erin Falo. She covered a Super Bowl in Indianapolis. She was awesome. Sean McDonald is with her. He was with Jason King at a Super Bowl in Phoenix. Jen Vaughn and I were at a Super Bowl in Phoenix together as well. Endured 60-degree temperatures. Remember, John? We almost had to wear jackets sometime out there. And then we have Tom Griffith, who covered the AFL Championship in 1961, I think. So we've got a really veteran Super Bowl award-winning team out there. And then there's Mike Cherry, who's just so excited, as you can tell. So it's good to have a rookie on the team for some perspective, too.
There you go. Everybody's covered it all, that's for sure, Jamie.
You make a great point on that, Jamie. Cherry, I think, is as excited as some of the fans out there to see this all go down for the first time. But unlike our Sean McDonald and Aaron Falo, yes, we have been around this horn before, but when you check in with all those fans out there, Aaron and Sean, and much like how we feel about this, it just never gets old. Every single time is as exciting as the first.
That's right, and everyone's holding signs down here that say, you know, it never gets old. There are a ton of kids here, by the way, playing hooky. In fact, a group from Spalding High School are here with their principal and vice principal. Yes, they decided to hold a raffle for all the students in good standing at Spalding High School, and 50 tickets were pulled. Those 50 kids are here with the principal and assistant principal enjoying the parade.
It's a great day to have a lot of memories that are going to be made today, and a gorgeous day for you. You're taking a live look at the buses here on Dalton Street. This is the staging area. You can see the cheerleaders now getting off the buses. We've seen some of the players getting off the buses here before, a lot of family members as well, and you're looking through a sea of police officers as well. The security here is very tight, as you would imagine it would be. You talked about kids missing school here. If you look around here, most of the fans, I'd say half the kids here, or half the people here in the audience are kids that are skipping school today because they wanted to celebrate. If the Patriots wanted to feel love, they're feeling it today.
And we're also here with a man from Plastow. Sir, your name?
Bob Lang.
Bob Lang, and you're down here with your son who drove all the way down from Vermont, I understand, in some icy conditions, but you wanted to be here for the parade.
Yes, I did. It's very exciting. This is my first Patriots parade, and it never gets old. I've been to the 4 Red Sox ones, and all these people around here getting spoiled, all these parades, all these championships, but I love it. I love it.
And it is amazing, right? Because there was a time when we weren't seeing this, and now we've had 12 parades since 2002.
It's awesome. It's good management. The Patriots, starting with Robert Kraft, and hiring Bill Belichick, and then you got the GOAT, Tom Brady, and as long as they're around, I think we're going to see championships here.
And who are you looking to see today?
The whole team. the whole team. I like Julian Edelman and Rob Gronkowski. So it'll be exciting to see them.
Thank you so much. And it seems like every single year they have such a tight team. You know, that's what they talk about. In fact, when Julian won MVP, he said that really the defense should have won.
Yeah, I think a lot of fans out here also remember the days when the Patriots maybe had some bad seasons back in the 80s when we might have lost to the Bears by a sizable amount there. But we have a lot of young fans here who only know the good team. What's your name there, son?
Ethan.
Ethan, what brings you out today?
Well, I'm from Washington, and this is my third time seeing the Patriots win, and I've never been to the parade, so I wanted to come out and see Brady and his crew.
Brady and the crew here. Did you think they were going to do it this year?
You know, we've been through tough times. We've lost some hard games, but, you know, it's Brady out of all people. So if anyone was going to do it, it was going to be him.
You're from Washington, but you're a Patriots fan. How come?
Well, my parents, my dad especially, he grew up, he was born in Massachusetts, and so I've just been a Patriots fan ever since. And so I've been watching him all the time.
He's a very smart man. Yeah. He's a very smart man. What brings you out here today?
Well, we came up from Tampa, so we got real lucky. Had a trip planned, and we were like, oh my God, I think the Pats are going to go all the way, and here we are. So we got real lucky, and look we even brought the sunshine. You're welcome, everybody. We brought sunshine.
You brought the weather up here. Were you expecting weather like this?
Oh my! Do you see these boots? No, I was not expecting warm weather, but you're welcome. We brought the Florida sunshine.
How's everybody feeling today?
Oh, Pat, who do you want to see the most?
Edelman.
A lot of Edelmans in the crowd.
Yeah, you're taking a live look at some of the buses. Again, these buses will go down to the end of the parade route and pick up the players and their families, bring them back to Gillette Stadium after the parade is over. You talk about jerseys out here. Brady, probably the most popular. Gronkowski, second. You know what's another one that I noticed out here is Wes Welker. A ton of Wes Welker jerseys out here in the crowd.
Right, and Edelman kind of took over his position when he left. Of course, the McCourty twins. How cool is that? You know, two twins playing for the same team, winning a Super Bowl, and you know, one of those brothers, Jason, was on the Browns. Didn't win a game last year, made it all the way to the Super Bowl and has a ring now.
He's going to have to make room on his hand now for a ring. Yeah, you're taking a live look here again at Dalton and Boylston. We're waiting for those duck boats to come around the corner. They're loading them up right now. There's kind of a quiet anticipation here. Everybody kind of been waiting around. Some of these people have been here 4, 5, 6 hours waiting to see this. So there's a quiet anticipation. But as you look down Boylston Street, which is normally a very busy street on a typical day in Boston, and it is just lined with thousands of people. It's really neat to see.
Who are you most looking to see?
Tom Brady, of course. But when they come through, can you guys duck so we can see? Promise us, please?
We will duck.
We've come far. Come on, Washington, give us 5.
Where are you from?
I'm only from Holyoke, Massachusetts. But they've come a long time.
A lot of people not happy that they're behind the media right now.
Well, it's tough to get real estate around here. Remember, the spot we're at right now is probably, if I'm estimating here, maybe 20 people, deep. Some spots 5 or 6, some spots 1 or 2, but right here it is very crowded at this turn because people want to get that first look at the players on these duck boats coming through.
And what's really cool, I mean, I'm sure the players are looking forward to this one, definitely. You heard Edelman say, I want a record crowd out there in the city of Boston for this parade. And that was kind of the call. And a lot of people came down here because they said, well, Edelman said that I had to come down here, so that's why I'm going to be here. And we're also looking at some of the police officers out here. We have, you know, a real heavy police presence down here for this event. Of course, we're expecting over 1 million people to be lining the streets of Boston to check out the duck boats and the players, and so, you know, they want to keep things under control.
And you look at all the police officers wearing those yellow jackets, you probably don't even notice it because when the event is going on, you're looking at the players. But these men and women are walking alongside these duck boats to make sure nothing happens, to keep everybody safe. We chatted with one woman who's originally from New Hampshire. She now lives down in Connecticut. She said she came here today because her father had passed away recently. He was a huge Patriots fan. And she felt like she needed to be here today in support of him and in support of the team.
Right, and we also saw some other folks down here from Goffstown. One woman came with her husband's best friend and his son because she said that her husband is a Detroit Lions fan. So she decided to bring
Why not?
his best friend who loves the
Yeah,
Patriots.
if we can, let's listen into some of those interviews.
I love the McCourty twins. You know, they're awesome. I think it's amazing that they got to play in the Super Bowl together and win it. And it's obviously inspired by SpongeBob at the halftime show. And then everything we got turned into we got everything. So simple as that.
My dad just passed away last May, and I'm here for him. And he loved his Patriots and Red Sox, and so I wanted to be here in person.
We got to be here for. Julian Edelman said 2 million people, so we had to make sure we had the best spot in the house.
Why did you want to take the kids out of school?
Well, she's been dying to come. I came 2 years ago, and she's been asking ever since, so we made the trip.
I'm from Manchester, New Hampshire, but we came in from Connecticut. My dad passed away on Monday. He was a diehard Patriots
Sorry
fan.
to hear that.
So we came to support him. We're here for you, Dad.
It's just amazing. This is like just watching everything happen. We got here a little after 6 this morning, and just watching the crowd grow and the enthusiasm.
Yeah, it really is amazing. A lot of people showed up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. The big crowds don't show up till about 8:30, 9 o'clock or so. But people wanted to be here that early.
They really did. And some of those folks showed up all bundled up like we did. And now it's warm. It's warm out here. What a beautiful day.
Are you giving props to Kevin Skarupa right now?
I am. Thanks, Kevin, for bringing the sunshine. We appreciate it, and I know the Patriots will as well. Maybe they will go a little bit slower. They'll roll through the streets a little bit slower because
Gotta
they can
savor
soak
the
up the
moment.
sun and the crowd, and the weather isn't like the last time we were down here where we were kind of covered in ice.
We don't like to talk about that particular. Actually, the energy in that crowd, though, was still strong. And that day in 2017, it was coming down here in snow and ice. We were covered in this. People stood out in that for hours, and they were still really energized. And the crowd today, same deal. I think there's more people, though, because I think they looked at the forecast, said, hey, I can go down, there'll be a nice day. Maybe we'll skip school today and enjoy it.
Right. I mean, of course, the players, one thing that they will always tell you, and you heard it after the Super Bowl, thank goodness for our fans. Thank goodness for our fans. In fact, so many of them said after the Super Bowl, this was like a hometown crowd there in Atlanta. They were psyched to have such support down there, and they have come out in big numbers today to support their team and celebrate a 6th Super Bowl win for the team that has been under the direction of Bill Belichick and also the leadership of Tom Brady. Of course, Bill Belichick has 8 Super Bowl rings, 2 as the defensive coordinator and now 6 as the head coach here at the Patriots.
Yeah, and what you're hearing is cheering for the police officers who have now gotten on the motorcycles here and started down the parade route. It looks like they're just about to start going. This crowd has been sort of waiting for a while now. There's a lot of anticipation here. They want to see these duck boats come out, so any kind of activity gets a cheer, like when the police officers will go by. But it looks like it's just about to get going.
Of course, this is going to be the second parade in 2 days for Edelman and Tom Brady. I'm sure you've seen the video of the two of them down at Walt Disney World in a parade yesterday. So that was kind of a warm-up for today's parade. And they brought the sunshine back from Florida.
They sure did. It was very nice weather. That was, by the way, the Boston police chief that just walked by. Now, he's meeting and greeting folks. A celebrity in his own right here as he starts down the parade route himself. Oh, I think he's going to do a selfie there with somebody. But it's kind of interesting to see all of these police officers. Again, when you're watching the parade, you probably won't notice them. They're there protecting the team and all of the duck boats as it goes along. But I will say the vibe here so far, it's been really family friendly. Everybody just happy to be here, having a good time.
And so many people here with their kids. You know, and these kids, yes, as we've said, they are so lucky that they have this.
All right, we are just getting a look at the first duck boat, and I can see at least 2 Lombardi trophies coming over the crest of that hill. So you're getting a look at the first duck boat heading down Dalton Street here, heading down to Boylston Street. See if we can see who's on top of that one. Yeah, the horns are going. They got a band ready to set up next to them.
And we can see some of the Lombardis. There we see Robert Kraft holding one of the Lombardi trophies.
Parade is on, folks.
This party's getting started down here. Let the confetti go.
That was hydraulic blast of confetti that just launched down Boylston Street in the breeze there. You're looking at Old Gloria right there, the very first duck boat.
The first duck boat with Tom Kraft. Right there with the Lombardi Trophy.
The crowd is loving it. Again, some of these folks have been waiting here 4, 5, 6 hours to see this.
I said Tom Kraft, didn't I? I'm getting the two mixed up. Tom Brady and Bob Kraft.
Yeah, they've been together that long.
It's been an early morning.
You can see Robert Kraft right there holding one of the 6 Lombardi trophies. So they're going to have
Bob
plenty to
Kraft
hand
and
around.
Tom Brady, a great combination.
They have worked well. You can call him Tom Kraft. Why not?
See, they're loving the weather. This is going to move along slowly, I think, today.
For folks who've never been to one of these, the duck boats are great because they sit up very high, about 8 or 9 feet off the ground, so you're able to see who is in the duck boat much more easily.
Of course, we're looking straight into the sun.
Don't try that at home, kids. Yeah, again, you're seeing 2 Lombardi trophies right there. It's kind of hesitating to pull onto Boylston Street. Right behind it, you can see more duck boats lining up. And the crowd chanting, "Let's do this thing. Let's bring on the duck boats." And there's Jonathan Kraft there holding up one of the other Lombardi trophies.
More
All
confetti
smiles,
for a backdrop there.
Okay, and there you go. The duck boats are starting to move. We're gonna let you watch the duck boats move. We're gonna end this portion of our live stream, and we're gonna share a link with you for the WMUR live stream, so you can continue watching the Duck Boat Parade. I hope you enjoyed my special broadcast here on the Riley King Network. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone, and we're going to enjoy watching the Duck Boat Parade. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye, everyone.